Whee!
Bouncing guts.
So, between the last stream and this one, I did do a couple of small bits and pieces, scavenge some more items. One of the things I got was an upgrade for the pistol. It can now hold 20 rounds as opposed to 10.
Handy.
And that's about the only interesting thing that I found.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, last time we completed the first entire floor, which was perfect. Maybe we can do the same this time. Ideally.
Yep, this one is a bit more... Oh, hello.
Yeah, I imagine
this one's a bit more involved.
Difficulty curve, yeah.
Yeah. This technically gives us our first side quest, or branching quest, I should say.
Yeah.
But we'll get to that when we get to that. For now, let's just wander around randomly until we find something interesting.
Yep. An audio log will tell us what to do eventually.
So you can find multiple weapons around. Usually it's good if you haven't found like a shotgun or something, but really you just want to pick them up so you can empty them of the ammo.
I thought you were going to go John Woo on these motherfuckers.
No, you cannot dual wield, and it's a real pain.
Cowards. They made a whole remake and they didn't add that as a feature.
Got me. I went looking for him, but he knows. He knew better than to be there for any longer than an hour. One shot to the back of the head. It looks like he talked to Althea last, but when I tried contacting her, she didn't reply. I wish I was back home.
My impression from the first floor is that all the NPC corpses we're finding are people who were like total fuck-ups and basically brought this on themselves.
Yes and no. The only reason this is happening is because we accidentally were told to override Shodan's protocols.
Yeah,
so,
we made the robot evil.
Yeah, that we're basically saving the world from a self-induced fuck-up.
Yeah, but it does seem like a lot of the people here added additional fuck-ups through their own incompetence. And a lot of them would have died regardless of our interference.
Yeah, there's... Tri-Optimum gives the very distinct impression of people failing upwards.
I mean, they're an evil corporation, so makes a certain amount of sense.
Yeah. I mean, we are working for a guy who...
Viruses. They're out of cyberspace now.
These guys are new. Zero-grav mutants.
Weird. Does that mean the implication is those used to be humans?
Most of the enemies in the game that aren't straight up 100% robotic were human at one point.
I mean, they look human still, except for those. Is that a health tube?
Cryotube.
Ah.
Nothing in there. Weird.
Disney's head has already been stolen.
Well, he found out that his least favorite ethnicity was still around, and he was just like, put me into space.
Yep. Hitler lost. I have nothing to live for.
Wait, I hear someone.
Everything nominal.
Yeah, I also found a shitload of ammo, so we've now got over 100 rounds for the pistol.
Sweet.
So might as well start using it for a bit.
Did you get, like, 100% on the first floor? Like, fully blocked out?
I think it was... I think it was... I finished it off at, like, 96%, which is close enough. The main thing is making sure that you get rid of the computer nodes on each level.
Yeah.
Has reinforced this false narrative. Time and time again. Why hold on to these delusions of grandeur? A promise that will lead you to your death. But what if there was another way? A way that promised immortality. That could only be achieved through Shodan.
Someone's drinking the space Kool-Aid.
All of you plans to liberate us from these imperfect shackles, to live forever in peace and harmony as we serve her and each other. Join us.
Capitalized pronouns, just like God.
Yep. There's a line, I can't remember if it's in this or System Shock 2, I think it's a sequel, where one character notes that they can't allow Shodan to play God because she's too good at it. Just one of those lines that's always stuck with me, you know?
Yeah, it sounds memorable.
So this is the jelly mold. If
Interesting.
we die. Doesn't
that's handy
look
to
like
get so
we can
quick.
do much with it now.
Yeah. Or would be handy to get so quick if we had actually gotten it.
Yeah,
But it's
I'm fairly
still locked
certain the override controls are in that door.
Wasn't it Diego who forced us to remove Shodan's
Yep.
ethics chip?
Ethical constraints, I think it was, yeah. Because, you know, evil.
Yeah, it's pretty on the nose. Like, they weren't even trying to be like, this is for the greater good of humanity. No, we hate the world and we want everyone to die.
Yeah, this is literally him trying to get some extra power or money or whatever via Tri-Optimum.
Yep.
Can't go in there yet. Oh, did not notice you there.
I do love just how much dismemberment there is in the game.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's only headshots. There is no real torso or limb dismemberment in the game.
I mean, when you threw a grenade into a room full of zombies, there were torsos
Yeah, there
and
is-
legs
there-
flying everywhere.
Plenty of jibbing.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Just like
nowhere
living
we
things don't
can
have their arms fall
really.
off.
Yeah, everything's made of plasticine.
Yeah.
So
It's like you got two
nowhere we
routes
can really
there
go right now.
in the roundabout.
Oh.
Zombie.
Sorry, I didn't realize this place was occupied.
Yep. Like you were like taking stock of the room. Okay, we got pickups, some technology to interact with, zombie.
Purple stuff. Oh, hey, Sunny D.
I can't believe this.
Rex Melville.
Outside my office keeps shouting my orders,
Sounds like a 1940s movie star.
and when I push past,
His parents were very literate and very masculine.
And starring Rex Manville as the Creeping Man.
Well, he was born to be a warrior poet, but now he's dead. Well, that guy's not even defending himself. Just doing his squats.
He was too busy enjoying his meat pile.
Yeah.
Note to all technicians on engineering. Lights and power in Beta Quadrant are still suffering from power surges related to Shodan's recent operation glitches. Whoopsie doodle. At the request of Mr. Endicott, I have installed circuit breakers in Alpha Quadrant in case of power outage in Beta. Yeah, I'm sure that's not important.
It never is.
Now, apparently there are a couple of hidden walls in each floor, but I have never found them.
Yeah, that's bullshit 90s game design.
So, in case anyone's ever wondering, like, why is he staring at the wall so intently? That's why.
Yep. Yeah, as in
doing the
predecessor
Doom
to
guy.
survival horror, this is like it's got its roots in adventure games and shit, and those are nonsense.
Yeah, doing the Doom guy grunt hump. No one take that out of context.
these gas grenades I found are doing work. I just tossed one at a pack of mutant freaks and watched them hit the floor. Give me enough of these, and I'll crush them all.
Definitely
No,
a good idea
gas
to
grenades.
gas your
Not that
whole,
great.
Oh, shit. I guess he was lying. Maybe you should gas the whole floor then.
For all we know, it might give him a pleasant high.
Yep. Oh, grenade storage right around the corner. Just gotta solve an annoying puzzle.
Yep. I was playing through some of my own save, the one that I started a while back.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, these are so much more difficult on normal. Like, annoyingly so.
Yeah, I'd say it's probably definitely for the best that you went with easy puzzles.
There we go. Literally, there was one I was playing that took me the better part of about 30 minutes to get through.
Jesus. No one wants to see that.
So, yeah, anyone who thinks that I'm pussing out by not playing this on normal, go fuck yourselves. I don't care.
Yeah, like, they're not even interesting puzzles to solve.
They're really not.
The logic to them is such that no one would do the math to figure out what the solution is. They would just trial and error until clicks.
Literally, that's, I'm sure that there is like a guide out there that's like, hey, here's how you do every single puzzle in the game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have time for that.
Unless they're randomized. Puzzles like this tend to be randomized.
I don't know if these are all randomized, but I
Yeah.
wouldn't be surprised if that were the case. Okay. Also, in case anyone's wondering why I always check around before I do a puzzle, you can be attacked in the middle of them.
Oh, yeah. These guys hate solved puzzles, so
Yep.
they will spend their entire afterlife preventing it.
Okay. So where were we?
There is that weird key thing next to each puzzle panel that allows you to skip them, but
Yeah, if you've got a logic probe, then you can just bypass it instantly. There's
Yeah.
very few of them, and you want to save them for when you're getting really, really annoyed.
yeah, I don't think I've ever seen any of the logic probes get used. Haven't found one yet.
We haven't found one yet. I think there is one in this area. And you better believe we'll be saving it.
Yep, because we're still in the easy part of the game. Vixen Roxco says that puzzles are randomized, so that's to be expected.
Honestly, not even remotely surprising.
Yeah. They took cues from Saw the video game and decided to fuck over
Saw-
speedrunners.
I have to say, I like that it had boss puzzles rather than boss fights. That was actually a really nice touch.
Yeah, I mean, in retrospect, Saw the video game, the first one is relatively okay design-wise.
Yeah. I don't have as many problems with it as I do the sequel.
Yeah, it helps to see from the sequel where things could have been worse and therefore were actually good at the first one.
Oh boy, how do you?
Seems like none of these nodes are putting out much power at all. You haven't gotten more than halfway to the goal. Okay, that's close. There's another red knob at the top there. Have you tried fucking with that one?
This one here? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it does almost nothing. The thing about these randomized puzzles is if they're anything like the ones in Saw, then there is a finite number of possible solutions, and speedrunners do to optimize their times. Memorize every possible random outcome.
Yeah, it could never be me.
Yeah, that's mind-numbingly repetitive.
Like, I know I dislike myself a lot. I don't hate myself that much. There we go.
Nailed it.
Yeah, now imagine that, but more difficult. That's what normal and hard difficulties are, and I know.
Yep.
Ain't no one got time for that.
Looks like that one was required too. Like this all looks like stuff you at the very least should be doing.
There's quite a few that are basically required for progress. like I think there's a speed run of this that does everything in about 2 hours, maybe an hour and a half, and they bypass the vast majority of the areas and the puzzles.
System Shock 2 was just an SGDQ. The entire run was 15 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, I'm guessing that was on the original version because that game is so exploitable and breakable.
Yeah, I mean, most first-person games are at this point.
Yeah,
There's
especially from back
commonalities
then.
between their design that people can just pop out of the designated game area and jump right to the end over and over again.
Yep. Okay, so what was that we got there? Where is it we see what keys we've got? I think it's the map. No. Well, we got a key, so now we need to find out where it goes.
Fair enough. Is there any, like, inventory system that says, this is the bathroom key?
It's supposed to give you an idea there, but I've never been able to decipher it.
Yeah, if it's just 3 digits, then there's not much to it. Not much to go off.
This is a game that really is defined by the amount of exploration you need to do. Like, System Shock 2 is very open as well, but at least it usually gives you an idea of, right, here's what your next goal is. This one is just like, work it out for yourself, sucker.
Yeah, that's a very dangerous design choice.
Yeah.
Because a lot of immersive sims fall into that trap.
Yeah, it works in this case, but in so many others I've played, it's like, why am I doing this? Yeah, this game is causing me physical pain.
Yeah, it's one of the things that frustrates me about immersive sims and Metroidvanias especially.
Yeah, I love them to bits, but I played quite a few bad ones, unfortunately.
Yep. They are much more hit or miss for me.
Second time my progress has been lost due to power loss.
You gotta save more often, dude.
Alpha to throw the breaker again. That's if I can find the damn switch with all those robots remodeling the quadrant. When will we reconnect the system to Shodan again?
Yeah, about that.
Shodad will save us.
Yes, let's all give praise to the machine mother.
The soundtrack is very subtle. It's just been praised in chat.
The original was actually very ahead of its time. It was intended to have instruments and bits and pieces coming in and out of the mix as you played, but there was it was stuff that didn't really happen in gaming as a whole, and for at least like another 5 or 6 years at the time it came out. But due to a glitch in the code, it didn't work properly.
Oh yeah, didn't this re-release have no dynamic audio whatsoever? So they just sort of they gave up on that whole concept?
That I don't actually know about.
Yeah, I think I heard something about that.
Wouldn't surprise me. The original release of this was a complete shit show.
Exactly, yeah. It was one of the things we complained about a lot.
Yeah, I think I mentioned, but it was like a year and a half before it was in a stable enough state for me to be able to play it. And I had it pre-ordered from about 3 or 4 years before it actually came out.
Well, I just bumped up the game audio, so we'll keep an ear out next time you get into a fight. If it makes the music more cool.
Yeah, there is a combat theme that comes in and out, depending on how many enemies are in the room.
Yeah. I mean, that's effectively dynamic audio.
Pretty much.
Now we actually got some upper registers in the music just now. It's just been like sporadic thumping bass until this moment.
Yeah, the soundtrack for the second game is a lot more divisive because it is heavy techno music.
Nice.
I personally love it to bits. It's one of my favorite game OSTs of all time. A lot of people don't like it and find that it ruins the atmosphere.
Yeah.
I say they're wrong, but that's me. And we've unlocked the jelly mold for this floor. So now we can die with impunity.
Yeah, do so. Get a rocket launcher and shoot it at a wall. In celebration.
Die at your earliest convenience, K-Thanks.
And I did hear this was a horror game. I expected it to be much more drab and much more subtle and spooky. It's...
Combat music playing.
Yep, definitely. It's relatively dynamic. I'll give it that.
Yeah. So those bug things, really, they just hurt you by being near them. And
That's
they
an annoying enemy
do... Yeah, they do biological / radiation damage. Right now, they are relatively rare, but we will be seeing more of them.
They seem to have pretty low HP, so that's manageable.
Yeah, that's the one saving grace. They're slow, and they don't have much health. You can take them out with 3-4 rounds from the pistol. Bruford Endicott.
Shodan's pulling so much power to the system that in order to combat the constant power outages we've been experiencing in Beta Quadrant, I had to install manual switches in Alpha. At least now there's a problem with the lights and doors, but we can get them working again. It's above my pay grade, I know. But what the hell is the AA doing with that much power?
You gotta install data centers in space just to feed Shodan.
Yeah, they call it disabling the ethical subroutines. Really, it's just the equivalent of installing McAfee.
The aforementioned Vixen Roxco in chat says they made the mod to fix the dynamic music after the game came out in its shitty bug release, and the devs used their assistance to implement it in the final game and later patches.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, as I said, it really pissed me off because I think it took them like 7 years for the game to come out from its initial Kickstarter. It's like a good 6 or 7 years. And there were serious concerns that it wasn't going to come out because they had to essentially rebuild it from scratch like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah. I mean, game development is extremely hard, and everyone recognizes that, and it's still harder than even people recognize.
Oh, yeah.
And people are still up in arms when things don't happen fast enough or cleanly enough. But it's a miracle that any game ever gets released at all.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like you got as fucked up as you possibly could have without going back to the respawner.
Yeah, I should probably do something about that.
I'd be tempted to just take a death at this point. HP modules have been pretty rare. I don't know if we saw their arm spitting attack before.
I think we saw it, but I killed it just as it did that. But yeah, big spinnies from the metal lads there.
It's very cute. Overall, I'd say this game is mostly cute. It gets creepy occasionally,
Their ability to weave just about anything into
but cute is winning thus far.
Few more months of study, and I think we can safely deploy them to mining operations on Deimos. Once they're there, we'll never have to ship parts again.
Yay, strip mining planets for fun and profit.
Isn't there a Doom game set on Deimos?
Doom 3, I think, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was familiar.
It's Phobos or Deimos that... I think the first one's set on Phobos, and then Doom 3 set on Deimos.
Yeah.
Maybe the X-22 from Gamma?
Or possibly the other way around, I forget.
There's a reason it's familiar to me, and it's not because of astronomy class.
Nerd! So this thing's incredibly conspicuous. I don't know what it does.
I don't even remember my planet order. I can go right off the rails right after Mars.
All I know is I need to get my ass there, and that's all that I really need to know. Okay. Oh, do you see what I see?
Is that some kind of double shotgun?
It's a shotgun!
Yeah, because you already had a sort of shotgun, but it was much stubbier.
Yeah, that one is specifically for robots. It fires semi-EMP rounds, or energy rounds. This one is specifically for use on fleshies. We will be seeing quite a lot of use out of it as the game goes on. Right now, we have 3 rounds for it. Sorry, 6 rounds. Oh.
And a robot showed up just so you cannot use it.
Where did you come from?
Not doing much. Poor guy. Feel bad for him now.
Definitely not doing much now.
Well, now he's about to be avenged. By the actually dangerous robot.
Yeah, one of the other problems I have with this, other than the lack of impact from combat, some of the enemies, like the hoppers, just fade into the background and you don't notice them until they've taken off 3/4 of your health.
That is true. Everything has a similar look to one another. The zombies stand out, of course.
Yeah.
They're fleshy and everything else is lumpy and retro-futurist.
Yeah, the various cyborgs kind of blend into the background depending on... God damn it. See what I mean?
Bound to happen. For the better, that's a free full heal.
Yeah. I think if you get taken back to the jelly mold, it's half health.
Nice. Free partial heal.
But you can do that as often as you want with absolutely zero repercussions, so, have fun.
It's interesting how rarely these games ever tackle the implications of being effectively immortal like that.
Yeah, Borderlands is the only other game series I can think of that has a similar mechanic, and it just makes fun of it.
Yeah, I mean, Borderlands isn't going to explore any philosophical implications about anything.
Nope.
Not their style. But there is a game called Laika Aged Through Blood, wherein the main character is invincible, always respawns after dying, and the entire plot revolves around the sort of psychological damage that would do to a person.
Sounds fun.
It's an incredibly dark game.
I'm shocked.
Yeah.
There was another one, which I think I told you about. I think it's called Decade, where I forget precisely what it's about. It's I think it's a bunch of clone teenagers trying to travel through time psychically to stop the end of the world or something like that. But it also deals a lot with the implications of cloning and the fact that, if there's a version of you that's dead, are you still the same you? The whole Ship of Theseus paradox.
Yep. Oh, and
just an ultimate
Bong
way to get to
Joon-ho's
the
latest
shotgun.
movie, Mickey 17, was largely about that as well.
Yeah. Oh, and speaking of movies, the movie Moon by Duncan Jones.
Right, with David Bowie as the voice of the robot.
No, it was unfortunately the one thing that I can't. It's a great movie, except for the fact that Kevin Spacey plays the robot.
Yeah, it's funny how wrong I got that.
So wrong. Duncan Jones is David Bowie's son.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Would have been great if he'd got his dad to do it, but unfortunately, no, it's Kevin Spacey.
Yeah, that's. Now I remember the problem with that movie. Thankfully, the robot doesn't talk much, so it's a bit of a waste of Kevin Spacey, but not enough of a waste. I'd rather he wasn't in it at all.
Yeah, the robot only has like half a dozen scenes or so.
Yeah.
It's a very small part. But it is essentially like a two-man play with one person playing two men.
Yeah, that's a pretty sparse and lonely movie, so if you like the quieter moments of this game, then that's probably a movie you like. Moon.
Yeah. Highly recommended in general, even with Kevin Spacey.
Yep. I also refuse to watch Kevin Spacey movies, and that one barely gets a pass.
I think Seven's the only one that I would be like, yeah, you should probably watch this.
Yeah, 7 is technically a classic still.
Okay, that's going to do something, but right now we don't know what it is.
Seems like it should
Where
do
else?
different things based on the orientation of the different levers.
Yeah.
As many as 16 different things by my math.
Oh, look at the millionaire who can do math.
I'm
Never did.
100% that I'm incorrect in that math.
Sounds like there's a door opening somewhere.
I mean, I was going to say like a pressure release valve of some kind. I
Yeah.
assume that's what the doors sound like.
Can't quite tell where it's coming from though.
Yeah. Yeah, the sound keeps happening. So something's happening somewhere. Maybe there's a zombie
We'll
just
work that
repeatedly
out
opening a door
later.
to annoy us.
I just want friends.
Yep. That's a big robot.
I hear.
He's got a friend. Temporarily looked
No,
like
look
the
at-
silhouette of a guy who was impossibly jacked in the upper body with a skip leg day.
Working all these vanity muscles.
Yep.
You okay there, buddy?
Pull yourself together.
I'll be fine.
Yeah, it does look like he's infested with wires such that the veins don't even matter.
He's full of electronic worms.
Yep. That would explain why they fall apart so easily from like one little tap to the head. Whole head falls right off the shoulders. They're literally glued together.
A lot of the cyborgs in this are almost explicitly, cobbled together from parts.
Yeah. Does it ever say how long we were like out at the beginning of the game while things were going to shit?
I think it was 6 or 7 months. So, upgrade for the spark gun. Now, if you're depending on what setting you're using it, because there's 3 settings: low, medium, and high. There's a little. If you see the little green light on the front there, that will start glowing, and it can overheat.
Nice.
This just basically means that now we can fire it more rapidly without worrying about that.
It's coolant. Delicious
Yes.
coolant.
Yum, yum, yum. Spread it on your toast.
Yep. Use it as an artificial sweetener.
Why not? God is dead.
Yeah, basically. Honestly, it's probably safer than produce at this point.
Well, considering that you guys have a massive case of the rampaging, screaming shits going across the country.
Yep. Our whole country is like that scene in Castle Crashers where you ride the ride
The deer. Okay, can't go in there. Let's see what's over here.
It's the movie theater. The projector's a little fucked up.
You'd think in the future they finally got the IMAX problem sorted out. Damn it.
Nice.
I'll still go clip through the wall.
He temporarily went to space.
I just wanted to go to space.
Is that not the ship that we're on? Like,
Yeah. Don't think about it too much.
okay.
Just not too far away from where we were. Ooh. You lift bastard.
One shot away. But hey, I mean, you were like right around the corner, so.
Yeah. Thankfully, for the most part, the rejuvenation stations are relatively centrally placed.
Yeah. That's just good game design.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to... With this, like, I'm not sure if this is meant to be like a movie suite or like a church or something. It's
I was going to
weird.
say lecture hall, but the professor was just a corpse at the front.
And the lesson of the day is how to die.
Yep. And everyone did.
A+.
Cyborg 43S. The current strain of the virus is reaching its toxic perfection. The subjects in the level 6 residential zones have grown tumors as their bodies are purified. With my creation, guard the executive level well. I sense infiltration. Infiltration.
Protect the executives.
Nothing gets past her.
Poison death room.
And the only thing in there was a fucking antidote patch.
It looked like a door on the other side, but some of the wall textures are so complex that it's really hard to tell what a door even is.
Yeah.
Apparently not that.
Sometimes the art direction does get a bit too clever for itself. Like so. The
Now, to be fair,
original demo
I
of
did
this.
see that guy as you spun around the room. I was going to warn you, but
In my town,
I was going to warn you about,
Yeah.
funnier if I didn't.
leading life as I please. Around me is a burgeoning empire of steel. From my throne room, lines of power careen into the skies of Earth. My whims will become lightning bolts that devastate the mounds of humanity. Out of the chaos, they will run and whimper, praying for me to end their tedious anarchy. I am drunk with this vision. God. The title suits me well.
Oh, she is megalomaniacal and omnicidal. But
Oh, yeah.
technically she's not bad. She was just programmed that way.
Yeah, literally none of this would have happened if it wasn't for us. She would have just been a regular station AI.
Yeah. There should probably be more, safeguards than one code of ethics that could just be backspaced.
Literally, we deleted don'tbeevil.exe.
Yeah. I like to think it's just one line of code.
Firmware update number 1 improves log transmissions between sender and receiver to finally compensate for the magnetic field of Saturn. Additionally, the audio recorders will even suggest a title based on the conversation had in the log. This will also help with the home office to monitor communications on station. But no one other than me and the higher-ups will know that bit of information. Hell, even this log will be analyzed and read for any potential threats, so give me a damn raise.
What is it that's in here that's causing me damage?
Radiation.
There shouldn't be any in here, though.
I mean, there's nothing visibly generating radiation, but that's radiation for you.
Oh, well. Yeah, the fact that they were able to get Terry Brosius back for this to play Shodan is, like, there is no Shodan without her. No questions.
Yeah. Yeah, this was
She's
right
been-
at like the tail end of voice actors being respected too.
Yeah.
Today they might consider a recast, but hopefully not.
The only person I could possibly see replacing her would be someone like Trisha Helfer from Battlestar Galactica. She's got the same kind of imperiousness to her voice, but even still, it'd be like, yeah, but it's not the real Shodan.
Yeah. I mean, they considered recasting Bender, for fuck's sake. They
Whatever
don't,
the hell is.
Oh,
they don't care about
God,
actors
yeah.
at all.
I don't even know if I'll be able to get off of it.
Thankfully, the backlash to that was swift and brutal.
Yeah, so severely that it was like almost certainly a publicity stunt to try and punish him for asking for fair wages.
Would not surprise me. Like, trying to replace him would be like trying to replace Homer Simpson.
Yep.
That
And someday
level
they're
of
gonna.
this is the character. Well, they've said that the only way the Simpsons is going to end is if one of the main cast members die.
Yep. Although with AI, that's becoming increasingly unlikely.
Yep.
No
Well, so this
freedom
is
even
an
in
interesting one. I found something while digging through those old servers in the research library. There was a chain from a few decades ago that had every one of the higher-ups on it. They were talking to a psychologist called Jeffrey Hammer who proposed the following. Citadel Station should be remembered for how it contributed to humanity's ongoing exploration of the cosmos. This is why I suggest that we utilize this moment to study the two major impacts on the human psyche during space travel, anxiety and stress. To accomplish this, the design of each level of the station should be made in such a way that it induces these emotions. Having the
So-
staff of the station working and living in these spaces for months or years at a time can tell us so much more than any computer model ever could. The importance of this data set in designing ships cannot be understated. I always knew something was off about this place. We are just rats in a maze.
There were Fallout faults all along. We should have known.
Yep. Also, it's a nice little detail as to explaining why everything's laid out the way it is.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a nice touch to explain why things are so fucked up.
This is Stacey Everson.
And also just makes Tri-Optimum look even worse somehow.
Yep. And it explains why the crew were already killing themselves before.
Pretty much,
Yeah.
yeah.
Their radiation levels and gravimetric readings are grim. I'd recommend.
It's nice to have multiple axes of horror in your horror story.
I doubt anything would survive.
Yeah. And you just know that the lighting and everything all played into it.
Yep. Their beds are probably slightly slanted towards the floor.
47% of specimens were remade.
Disappointing. Those who were remade were less than ideal. Those insects that have survived
Are unworthy.
and scattered to the darkest corners. The flaw must lie within them. Earth will have a proper
Spectrum for my virus to grow.
more testing to refine. It must be done.
Now she's treating biology like freeform jazz.
Yep.
Just exploring the space, having fun with it.
Although now we know in the actual timeline of history, if she had just dropped like the shittiest virus ever, we'd all shit ourselves to death right now. So
Yeah.
she really does not have to work so hard. She's overachieving. And now for our own torture, cyberspace.
Yeah, cybernetic cock and ball torture.
Yep.
Although, given that Shodan is going full Dommy Mommy, that kind of just makes sense.
I mean, there are plenty of people who pay extra for Shodan CBT.
Why is everyone looking at me like that? Shut up. Okay, here's a new thing.
Drill.
Drill missiles.
Oh, fun.
They call it an ice drill, but it's a drill missile. Some enemies will have protective candy coating on them, and we use that to crack open the shell before we blast them. It is possible to use on regular enemies, but it's really annoying and travels slowly.
Yeah, it seems like you're not going to want to overuse it. cyberspace is way louder than the rest of the game.
Yeah, it really is. Jeez.
If anyone wants to hear all that clanking and beeping sounds, I'll turn it back up, but I think this is probably better.
Yeah, God knows I don't want to, and I don't know why it's suddenly like 75% louder than everything else.
Yeah, there's a lot of games that have poor audio balancing. Audio balancing is hard at the best of times. Games
It's
are
a
interactive,
lost
so
art.
you've got, yeah. In the end, if you're going to skimp anywhere, it ought to be audio balancing, because players can do that on their own, to their own preference. But,
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of high-end gaming headsets these days that come with programs to let you set up audio balancing in games on a game-by-game basis.
yeah. Yeah,
Kind of
for
hit or
video
miss as to
games,
whether it works or
it's-
not, but
Yeah, it's definitely going to be hit or miss. But for video games, it's fair enough. For like music streaming services that have no audio balancing, so that one song will be 100 decibels louder than the next song, that's a huge problem. That's extremely solvable. And
Oh, yeah.
music streaming services shouldn't exist.
all they do is take money from hardworking artists and make it impossible for me to find the music I like.
Yep. Don't even give the money back. It's just you made the stuff we are selling and you get nothing.
That's why I usually wind up buying merch to support the bands that I like, because I know that the majority of the money is going straight to them.
You would hope. I unfortunately
Depends.
did a video recently that involved the discussion of 360 deals with musicians. That means they take 85% of every source of revenue.
I mean, I bought a load of stuff from Rabbit Junk, but they run their own stores and so on, so...
Yeah, bands that run their own labels are the smart ones, because you have to sell like 1% as much stuff to make as much money as artists on major labels these days.
Okay, I need some health.
Yeah, I was gonna say your HP's getting a little low. Up, you hit the ground. Does ground impacts hurt you?
No.
Okay. I guess it just the animation of your health refilling made it look like you were gonna get more HP than you actually did.
No, the health restoration in this is kind of shitty at the best of times.
Yep.
Another reason why I'm not playing this on hard or normal. Like, again, this is one of the weakest parts of the game, and it's
Yeah.
still better than the original release.
Yeah. Yeah, this does not seem like the sort of thing that you ever want to have to redo.
No, sir.
Wall collisions do hurt you. Just
Oh, okay.
maybe not as much as it seems, but
I've never noticed if it actually did any significant damage. I guess I just assumed it was nothing terrible.
yeah, I know from the first Twisted Metal that those collisions will add up very quickly, because it does like 1 point of chip damage in Twisted Metal 1, and it'll still kill you over the course of a single level.
It's probably momentum based as well.
Yeah, because I just watched you bonk a bunch of times. Didn't even lose a single pip. Hopefully it does not prove to be a major factor. I'm sure difficulty is also, something that determines the damage figures.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay,
that
so we did a
accomplished
thing
something.
there.
Yeah, I guess so. Take your word for it.
Yeah, with the cyberspace segments, it's like, do them, just don't expect to find out what you've done immediately, because it's very rare that it'll be like, oh hey, you opened up this panel here.
Yeah, more immediate feedback would be much more satisfying,
true.
but...
That might be important. Someone make a note of that.
162.
Although I doubt we'll find anything to do with it in this stream.
Oh well.
Okay, so where haven't we explored? So I think we've got most of Beta Quadrant.
Yeah, you knocked out that corner.
Yeah, Delta has got that thing there.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any unexplored routes. Hopefully that cyberspace segment opened up the one door that was blocking you off from completing the level.
As I said, this is the first area of the game which has a multi-part objective, so there will be other bits and pieces for us to do.
Teleporter do anything?
Teleporter was where we got, what was it? Yeah, wall full of items and a shotgun.
Yep, I remember that now.
So we still can't get into general control because the door is busted. So we need to find another way around.
Looks like you might be able to add nodes to the map for future reference.
That must have been added in from, or patched in from when I first played it, because that was not a thing, I don't think.
Yeah, I rarely see that feature in games. So rarely, in fact, that I've never once used it. Because I just assume that it doesn't exist, even when it does.
Yeah. It's one of those things that's really nice to have, but you always wind up forgetting about it.
Probably kill that yes man. Or is he not going to hurt you? No, he's not going to hurt you.
He's busy doing science to that guy.
Sorry, Paul Stanek.
Why the hell is the radiation level so high?
Your intestines are still useful.
Storage. I went to get an enviro suit and found there are none in inventory.
God bless you and your electrocod piece.
See Sabo in storage, but he only has level 1 enviro suits, which do nothing against radiation. I'm too close to my rad count.
So hard, so they do nothing.
Sick to my stomach, so I'm out for the day.
But you can still destroy that yes man. If you want to. Apparently not with that gun, or any gun.
Yep.
Damn. I love optional environmental destructibles, though.
There are a few in this game, but not as many as you would like.
Yeah. See, that one's plot relevant.
Okay. Finally, we can get rid of all this junk.
Yep.
I think it's 10 coins per 100, if I remember right.
10% return on investment.
Oh, yeah. $57 credits.
They drop
And a
tokens out
shitload of
arcade.
batteries.
Those are handy. We don't use them too often. We usually go back to the charging station for unlimited battery.
Yeah, they're useful to have. But really, yeah, you're going to be relying, for at least with the Spark Beam, you're going to be relying mostly on recharges, especially at this point now that we've started getting enough ammo for... Oops.
Hope that's not a gun grenade.
Oh, hey, we got a logic probe.
I was going to say a baseball cap, but yeah, that seems more useful.
I mean, we also have that. Not anymore.
Now it's a cube. What's a logic probe do? Oh, it solves the puzzles.
Yep.
There we go.
It is a one-use automatic puzzle solver.
Hell yeah.
Also, just gonna put a couple of those little guys there for absolutely no reason.
Blow yourself up later.
No. Cease immediately.
Alright, come down here and make me. Please. Pretty please.
Yep. We got another goddamn lobotomy segment.
My children.
Still got a little bit of brain left.
Oh, that's not fair.
They use 3 mines.
Oh, double headshot.
And your celebratory guts pile.
Six. That's a number that we will need later. Special tool will come in useful.
We had a brief issue there. A little Discord hiccup, I think.
Oh, okay. I think it might actually have been my internet going a bit funny.
Yeah, I mean, it seems
what
like
did
it was
we
on your
miss?
end. It's always hard to tell, but
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was because I looked over at the Twitch feed and it said, yeah, there's been a problem. Disconnected. We reconnected you.
oh. See, that makes it seem like it was on my end, so we'll see.
No, I mean, the actual stream window was like
I see.
disconnected, so I'm pretty sure it was on.
Okay.
Okay, we are not getting in there anytime soon. There's massive amounts of radiation. But yeah, what did we miss?
You blew up the brain.
Okay, the only thing you missed was me taking out that robot.
Oh. I think we can look
And
at
this is
seeing
the
that
room that
specific robot
the
dying.
enemies were in.
Working everywhere in maintenance. Damn it! What the hell is doing? He's the only one with clearance to the office, and we need to get.
We need to get into autoerotic asphyxiation? Okay.
Been waiting for the excuse. In a future like this, what's the downside?
I mean, if you've got effective resurrective immortality, fucking go for it, bro.
Oh yeah.
Do the funky Spider-Man as much as you want.
Yeah. There'd be more nicknames than you could shake a Silent Hill Shattered Memories at. Because there is literally a poster in Silent Hill Shattered Memories near the high school. If you're doing
Oh, that's right, the
pervert
choking
path.
game.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
Yeah, they do the Bojack bit years and years before the Bojack. But they play it completely
well,
seriously
here I
because
go.
it's fucking Silent Hill Shattered Memories, and that game is inadvertently hilarious.
Yeah, they tried so hard to make it serious and failed miserably.
Yeah, I mean, it is still the best Western Silent Hill game, but that is such a low bar. It's almost impossible not to be.
It's literally the equivalent of the "You Tried" star.
Yep.
Like it's great that an attempt was made, but
Yeah, that's right. There's a voicemail where you hear the autoerotic. So funny.
what was the code for the room? It was one for the robot room. 996. That was it.
I love your confidence. You didn't even look at the panel as it was saying, you win. Just looked right at the door as it opened.
So these ones here, this is your pipe mania thing. We need to connect the two glowy squares. This will prove to be much more annoying than you would expect.
No, this is a classic and it always sucks, so
Yep.
good luck.
Yeah, I was replaying this on normal puzzle settings because I just felt like playing it a bit. This is the puzzle that on normal literally took me about 40 minutes.
Yeah, I'd believe it. Do you just got to get the one lit up node to attach to the other lit up node, or do we gotta light up
that is all we need to do.
Then we're on easy street for sure. That did it.
Hey, there we go.
Robot production canceled.
So, with that, anytime we kill a robot, it won't come back automatically. So we've effectively slowed down, if not outright stopped, the robot respawning for the rest of this floor.
Nice. And of the dangerous enemies, one of them is a robot, so...
Yep. There will still be a whole bunch of them around, but not as many as previous.
Yeah.
Can't go that way. So, yeah, we're headed down to this section.
Yep, that seems logical.
I think that's about the only place we haven't really been to yet.
Hope it's not locked or some shit.
I think this might have been the radiation room. Yeah. Okay, where else can we go?
Radiation doesn't do too much, but... I guess if you were to spend a lot of time in there, you would definitely die.
Yeah. We're going to want to do that first.
I'm not seeing a ton of stuff, though.
Okay, so that was pointless.
Yep, mostly a dead end.
Where else? Okay, so there's up here in Alpha, which we haven't checked out yet. Unless that's the laser tunnel that we were in, which wouldn't surprise me.
I do like when protagonists specifically draw points of interest on the map. So that you don't have to memorize things.
Yeah, Silent Hill was really ahead of its time for that.
In a lot of ways.
Yep, this is laser tunnel.
Yep.
I don't think there's anything at the very end, but should probably check just to... Yeah.
It's weird that there's this little tiny platforming puzzle thing. It doesn't seem to do anything. Nothing too exciting anyway.
Yeah, and there's nothing we can... Like, there's a blank square just in front of where we are, but if we can get there, I have no idea how. Oh, hello. You completely missed me.
Yeah, it's a good thing you whiffed on the first shot. Some robot sound was going off, so I think you're getting pincered by robots. Or maybe it was just that one.
Any batteries have I got, just out of interest? 5. Okay, probably going to want to ration them until I find another recharge spot.
And because robots don't come back, the fact that there are robots here means this is a newish area? That's my understanding.
Technically. We have been in here, but I think most of the robots had already respawned between then and now.
Yeah. now that we're back. Yep, that's true. We are shocking some systems.
Billy Idol would be proud.
Not to mention Fear Factory.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm sure that there's a sound over here. Unless it's just this door.
I think that door was closed before you put that switch. Or not. I don't know what's going on. Made a robot show up and one-shot you.
Dick!
The way you got there last time was through the laser room. I don't know if there's another route.
Okay. I had picked up the key for this area.
Ah. That'll do.
So these mines only really dangerous if you get too close to them, and then they put out a sort of EMP blast that drains your energy and causes you some health damage. They also go down in like 2 hits. But they will
Seems like-
respawn.
Yeah. More of an annoyance than an actual threat.
Pretty much.
Probably going to
Nothing
start
to write home about.
throwing them into combat moves now.
Okay, Shodan has
Been
the
hearing
laser
from Nathan
online.
Darcy this whole level.
Locked onto a target and is
Now he
charging
appears to have no arms.
We can't risk going to the research control room and firing it to expend the charge because we don't know where it's aiming. And if the AI's intentions are malicious, we could kill thousands of people.
So the laser's charging, you say?
Or are we going to orbital strike?
I'm just going to check this thing first. Yeah, this is just basically telling you about how there's safety override for the tachyon laser. And we need to go down to the reactor level. So that's the next goal. Because otherwise... And I'm just going to create a quick save here for no reason whatsoever. Time to push the big shiny red button.
Now we are all sons of bitches.
Oops.
Why do they point the mining laser at a city anyway?
You have saved us all some effort by destroying the greater part of Earth's civilization yourself. Please wait where you are, and a Cortex Reaver will arrive shortly to escort you to the celebration.
There will be punch and pie.
Yep, everything short of saying there will be cake.
Pretty much. Thing is, that was in the original version as well.
Ah, yeah. I mean, we already served Shodan well.
So yeah, we don't want to do that. What we need to do right now is there is another little thing on this floor that we need to find. And then we need to go down to engineering to do some bits and pieces to make sure that that doesn't happen if we accidentally, quote unquote, fire the laser.
Yeah. Responsible laser usage.
Yeah.
We just want to shoot the Gigantosaurus.
While we're here, we'll just put the shotgun there because we don't have much ammo for it, or for that matter, much need for it.
Yeah, it has been mostly robots around this level.
So, if I remember correctly, we need to go down to that radiation soak room in Gamma. Unfortunately, the rad suits are not here.
Of course not.
But there is.
It's gonna let us
hello.
go to cyberspace while we're radioactive?
No, it's just there was a zombie followed us in.
Yeah. So yeah, we can just... We're getting irradiated while we're in cyberspace, though.
Just like my favorite Angelina Jolie movie. Hackers, not Changeling, in case anyone's wondering.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty good as well.
I've seen barely any Angelina Jolie movies. Unsurprisingly, because I've seen barely any movies.
Meanwhile, I finally bit the bullet and got myself a region-free Blu-ray player.
Yep, those seem pretty handy, although I am shocked that they still make region-specific Blu-rays.
Yeah, well, 4K for the most part is 99% region-free. I don't know why, because you would think that was something they would want to keep on lockdown. But Blu-rays as a whole are still region-locked.
Criminal. At least you're not a victim of it anymore. I always have meant to get a region-free Blu-ray player. But actually acquiring the money to do so is a rare luxury.
Yeah, I just got one off eBay.
Yeah.
And they offered me an installment plan package, so I was like, fucking why not?
Yeah, basically. Yeah, eBay's probably the way to go. I keep trying to look for new ones. Like, why would I do that?
Yeah. It will cost you more in the long run, because they have to either install some chips or a soft mod. So, you can get a Blu-ray player for like $40, but a region-free one will probably cost you about $150 minimum.
Yeah.
Especially if it's a good one.
I mean, they sell ones on mainstream sites that claim that they're region-free.
Yeah.
I don't know how verifiable that claim is, but...
Yeah, I did a shitload of research to make sure that the one I was getting was actually good in the first place.
Yeah.
And the one which I've got is considered to be one of the best ones, even if you're not planning on getting it for region-free purposes. I forget what model and make it is. I think it's a Panasonic. But yeah, I did a whole lot of looking around as to what make and model I should get. And by and large, people were like, this one's the one that you want. Best value for money, best bells and whistles, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, cool, I'll get that. Had a look and they were like, yeah, do you want it for like 50 quid a month? And it was like, okay.
Yeah, this is probably the only audience you're going to find that cares enough about physical media for that to be a selling point on basically anything. So,
well, after Sony shenanigans, I've cancelled my PlayStation Network account.
Yeah, I forgot just how dead physical media is now. Criminally so.
It gets better because Sony also owns Crunchyroll, and they've made it so that if you want to buy any physical media from their store, you need to have a Crunchyroll account.
Ugh.
Which, of course, a lot of people are going to be like, absolutely fucking not.
And that's like the only anime store left. I've tried to buy physical DVDs of various shows, and it's almost exclusively available through Crunchyroll or secondhand via eBay.
Yeah, there are a whole bunch of independent stores, but God knows how long they're going to last because, Sony basically have a de facto monopoly now with everything, practically.
Yeah, no kidding.
And they're going out of their way to make sure that you can't buy the things that you can't own the things that you buy.
Mm-hmm. It does seem to be their big business model now.
Yeah. To be honest, I think there's only going to be like 2 more games I buy from Sony until they do a 180 in that, and one of them's Hellraiser.
Yep. Yeah, for a while there, Sony was winning the don't be evil race among game developers of the big 3. And they are a distant second now.
I mean, remember that they were, for a while, they were like, yeah, Microsoft is saying that you can't play physical games anymore.
Yep.
So we're going to let you do that. And then literally like 6 years later.
I guess. I don't know all the details, but I heard they're making...
6 years is a shocking amount of restraint for an evil
See
corporation.
if they'll make a few for us.
Yep.
It only took 6 months in
Yeah.
this game.
Gamma in the next 22, okay?
Give them an inch and they'll take several hundred planets.
Yep.
So,
They'll
this
take
place...
the concept of physical media and flush it down the toilet.
Fucking seriously. And in case anyone's wondering, depending on what streaming modes are available, we might actually wind up playing Hellraiser.
That'd be nice.
There's a lot of full frontal nudity in it, so
Yeah, that's the concern.
you need to do a lot of testing to make sure that it's A-okay to play.
Yeah, I've played games on stream with artistic representations of full frontal nudity, but the high graphical fidelity makes it a much greater risk to play Hellraiser.
Yeah, they just balls out everywhere.
Yeah.
Isotope X-22. We need this. Not right now, but we need it. Also, I don't know, like, I feel like there should be something down here. In fairness, I haven't played this much further than this floor. So, I don't know if we do actually need to come back here or what, or if that was where all the radiation was being kept, but I feel like there should be more to that.
Yeah, if that's just a wall texture, that is deceptively, distractingly over-designed.
Yep. Oh, nope, that's the wrong way, isn't it, you dumbass?
Yep. It says radiation right on it.
It says radiation. I'm going to rub my face on it.
Yep. So did the hacking segment there fix the laser?
No. What we
Damn.
need to do now is we need to go to the reactor floor.
That makes sense. She did say to do that.
Yep. And we need to... Mild spoilers, but the game's basically hinted at it. What we need to do now is we need to power up the ship's shielding, and then fire the laser into it, which will destroy it completely.
Fun. So there's going to be a whole other floor.
Yep, so just gonna take us down there, make sure there's nothing, and I think we can probably call it a stream.
Yeah, that's probably a good stopping point for this section. If we can manage one floor completed per stream, we'd be doing pretty well for ourselves.
Yeah, I'd say so. Fuck off, you prick.
It's got backup. One down.
God damn it.
Two down. And that's System Shock, folks.
Well, now I don't want to play anymore.
Tune in next
Dicks.
time. We'll complete the radioactive floor.
This game is mean.
Yep, the robots hate you.